Good morning, everybody. This is Max Farrell. This is Dex Trader, and we're trading the NFP today in a very special way. I'm going to jump over to Nadex. We're going to use the demo account. Now, the NFP starts out at 8:30. Okay, so I have this rule that any signal that comes out, Euro USD on the sell, 1720. I'm going to go ahead and get into that right now. I'm going to put working orders on these things, and I'm going to do the expiry for 11 a.m. 1720 on the sell. That's right? Sell. Sell, and then a buy on the USD CAD. Okay, on the sell. Now, it doesn't matter, 1720, whatever it is. Now, on this, I'm going to put $30. Okay, because that's what I'm looking to get. Close. And then I'll go back over, and I'm going to do the USD CAD on the buy, 29.40. USD CAD on the buy, 29.40. 11 a.m. 29.40 on the buy. 30. Boom. Done. Place the order. Now, I only do this on the signals that come out on the 8 at 8:15. That's it. These are the only two that I'm on. Okay? So I'm on these two particular trades right now. And I'm just going to take a quick screenshot of these. Okay? Capture that and save them. Okay? And I do that because I just want to show in the apprenticeship room, in traders room, daily signals. To 8:15 signals. And I'll put an image in here. All right. So my main point behind all of this is to actually show you that you can use the signals even during rough news. And I want to see if the 8:15 signals, okay, because this would all make sense, if the 8:15 signals will actually be picked up within this process, and can they still win? Is there enough movement in the system for it to be able to withstand it, to be able to get in and still win on that side? Is there enough fluctuation? And we'll see as that time comes up in about 12 minutes. I'll be back to show you the NFP releasing and firing off to see how well that works out. Euro USD and USD CAD. All right. I'll see you in a few seconds. All right, so we're back on, and we are ready to go. It's about 3 minutes to the NFP. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a chart for the Euro USD. And I'll kind of show you what the market looks like in fluctuation. I'll also pull the USD CAD over real close so we can kind of go back and forth between the two. So you can kind of see on this chart, I have a few things. I have an RSI, and our DEX MACD, and our support and resistance indicator from DEX indicators. Some Bollinger Bands, just a few small things here. Again, don't get confused with the lines. This is to show outreach and movement of the market. Okay, so let me pop back over there. News is about to release in about 1 minute. I'm also doing some trades on a bot system that we have, so don't pay attention to that. That's something completely different. That's for Forex. When we call the expectation trade. And you'll see what happens here with that in a second. Let's just take that off so we don't get distracted. What we're basically looking for is the market to kind of take a little bit of a jump, to come up to buy our trade, and then go off in the right direction, and then by 11 o'clock be on the proper side of that trade. So since we are using demo, we're in for a sell on the USDJP or Euro USD. So we want it to, like right before, like it should be right now, fluctuating enough to kind of push some trades around. But I'm not seeing a lot of fluctuation this morning. There we go. There's a little bit of fluctuation. Looks like we're probably not going to get bought up. 8:30 signals come out. Okay, this is what usually happens. 8:30 signals come out, and you probably got Euro Great Britain Pound because it just hit the movement. You're probably not going to be able to get into anything with that, but I'm going to go ahead 8,800 on Euro Great Britain Pound. I'm going to put that one in as well. 11 p.m. 8,800. Was that on the sell? That was on the sell. Okay. 8,800 on the sell. I'm going to do that. Put my 30 in and place my order. Probably not going to get bought up, only because we're going with the direction. Remember, we're using the range trade system here to, as the market kind of goes in that direction, we want that little bit of pullback to get bought up on our working order down here. So, all right, well, it's a soft morning this morning, so I'm not really worried about it. It looks like we may not get bought up. I'll leave these trades on. The market is really doing a little bit of a number, but not as much. You know, normally you get some wild swings with the NFP. This morning it doesn't look like we're doing too much in that area. Let me pull back here. Yeah, we can easily see we're marching to try to get back down to this level right now and probably bounce back off and supplement between these areas for the rest of the day. 1640. Now, if I was a gambling man and I wanted to do all this extra stuff, there it is. You know, place a marker here, and that's that statement price trying to be up top. But that's not what we're here for. USD CAD took a little bit of a jump here. Now let's see if it continues on for the next minute. Everything in the first 15 minutes in the NFP, that's basically it. The world is your oyster. If you got into a trade at that point, if you're able to get into one, but it doesn't look like we're on board to get into that trade. And trading the NFP to the rest of the day, I'd probably be a little bit more careful. I'd probably be a little bit careful trading, but I'm going to look through the rest of the day as these signals come out. I'm going to put the signals on to see what get bought, because anything can happen. Paul Davey, our other journeyman trader, gets bought up usually sometimes in the last 4 minutes, last 2 minutes of a trade, of a working order being on. So keep in mind, anything can happen. Now, we also, just so you guys know, we had this statement here that says it was a loser, but in all actuality, we don't use the indicative price, which is about 2 pips off of the system, okay, on Nadex. So this was actually, Paul won this trade sitting at this number because it was only 0.9. It was so close, but because Nadex's indicative price is higher, or is a little bit indifferent, okay, that price pushed above the 29.40. On 1.2940. So he ended up winning that particular trade. All right, it doesn't look like we got bought in here for today, but that's okay, because this is not about, you know, trading the NFP. This is about learning how to get the working orders on, even if the NFP is present. Okay, that's all this is about, and when to be able to do them. I'm going to wait for other signals to come out. I'll be back in a little while. We'll try to track this out till 11 o'clock. And then I'm going to call it today. Probably do some fishing, or I have a black belt test tomorrow, so we'll be doing that as well. All right, I'm Max. See you in a second. So trading NFP can be lucrative, can be stressful if you can get in on the right signal, get in on the right time. But in most cases, most people can until they can't. So I usually tell people to avoid the news, because there's a lot of stuff, you know, if you're wasting time or what have you. But in most cases, you can get into trades with the signals on news days if it will allow. Excuse me. There are other things that you can do. But in this case today, it was a very light NFP day, so there wasn't a lot of wild movement for or against. So I'm just going to kind of swing out, and I'll swing back in here about 5 minutes to 11. It's 8:44 right now. We'll let these trades just to see, or let the signals on here to see if they get picked up. If they get picked up, you know, I'll come back in and show you. If not, then you'll know that none of the signals got picked up, or in this process, there's some more timing here that some may come out and we put on and kind of see what that direction is. But I'm not very hopeful for today, because the NFP is pretty wild. Not all over the place, but just condensed So on these kind of days, I don't see a lot of buying power happening. There's a lot of fighting back and forth. All right, I'm Max. Nope, there's another signal. Hang on one second. There's a couple of them that I'm going to put on here, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get in and buy some of these trades up real quick. These signals up. USD CHF on the buy, 98.40. USD CHF on the buy, 98.40 on the buy. And again, we are in that movement, so $70 on that side to give me a $30 profit margin. Close it out. Jump back in. USD JPY, 109.20 on the buy. We are in opposite direction. That's good. USD JPY, 109.20. And again, $70. Place the order. Now, my reserve is getting pretty high, $315. But listen, I'm only trading one contract at a time. Normally, for every $1,000 I have, I can trade, one contract. So we're still well below our mean here. But this is my demo account. It's a practice account. Let's see, Great Britain pound. Now, I normally wouldn't like putting on a bunch of JPYs, right? Because if something happens with the JPY, it does increase, you're going to lose all of these. But I'm looking to get in to see which ones I get into. So we'll see what happens here. Great Britain pound JPY, 145 on the buy. This one I don't really see coming back 3 deviations, so we're going to stay off of that one. Keep my reserve down. Audi JPY on the buy, 82.20. $82.20 on the buy, right there. And $70. And place order. Ta-da! That's basically it. So we'll be back in just a few seconds here to kind of see how this all works out. If I do get any more signals at 11 o'clock, all the way up to 11 o'clock, I will keep putting them on until I see something either pull up, pick up, or work on. It only takes one. Just takes one to get that consistency. That's what we're looking for. I'm Max. This is Dex. We'll see you in a minute. All right, everybody. This is Max back again. And we had a couple signals come out a little bit later, about 9:15. Like I said, with the NFP and trading news and doing these sessions, sometimes you get a little bit of a stall out where the market kind of bounces off the 2 levels that it's set at, and it never really triggers a pullback to that direction. Like if this was for a buy and we put a working order here at this level, we wanted a little bit of pullback there to get to it, and maybe it didn't get to it or what have you. But in our case, that's not really true. We have our first signal trade in that kind of came back, the Euro JPY, which was heading in a buy situation. We had the working order placed on, and then it came back down really close and bought, and then kept on going on this natural trail. This is what the system is made to do. We got in for 127.74, and our thing is at 127.40. And why is that so important? Well, that's 34 pips, and we got about 30 minutes to go. I don't think that that's going to be a problem. Okay, so now this is one, right? We only did one contract. Why? Because I'm trading on demo. I'm trading the NFP. I'm showing you guys that this stuff works. It really does work, and you would have got picked up on live too. So there's a lot of opportunity for this process to be able to work. So we'll come back in about 30 minutes, right real close to the top of the hour, and show you. If not, if I get stuck in a meeting, I'll try to show you. I will show you the account that it did work and it did do all that stuff, and that we did win. You know, you can also look at scalping out at this point, but I would stay to get the $30, right? $8 is still $8, right? Talk to you soon. Hey everybody, this is Max back again. I just wanted to really quickly show you the mentality here of this system and why it works so well. Here is that Euro JPY trade that we got into. Here was the NFP earlier on. Let's see. Let me see if I get my cursor here. Here is the NFP time right here that happened this morning. Came up, bounced off, and then had a return, okay, of, you know, just dropping down. Now remember, we got our signal came out at 9:15. So here's right about here, okay? And it came out and it was sitting all the way up here. The signal for 127.40, or the area, that's all the way down here, down in this area right here. See, this is the zone that it's in, right? And so what happened? So as it gets that pullback, normally it would fill right around in this area, which it did, okay? But what it kept on doing, and where more money can be made if you were paying attention, if you're sitting and watching, you want to set and forget, that's fine. But look at this, okay? Here is the zone to where the market, the working order was placed, okay? You could have just left it at that. But it then went OTM. And why is this so crazy? Well, once it goes to OTM, you can buy this trade and could have possibly bought this trade for pennies on the dollar. I'm talking like you could have got a $80 to or $70 to $80 profit margin at this point. And why would you do that on today, like especially today? Why would you do this? Well, first and foremost, the signals themselves. Okay, let's get back over to the daily signals here off the apprenticeship program. This particular pair, when it did that, has a 98.7% success rate. So if it goes OTM, you have a 98.7% possibility that you could win that trade. I'll take those odds every day. Every day. If the Audi USD does that, if it goes out of the money and it trades out of the money, it has right now, for the last 100 trades that it's done, it's won every single one. Do you understand? So the power here is in your hands. Trust the numbers. And I know it's hard to trust me. Okay, it's hard to trust me if you never met me, if you don't know me, if you haven't been watching our videos for the last 4 years, you may not. Okay, and I can understand, and I don't blame you. So trade demo. Help figure it out. Once you see the consistency in the numbers and you get the consistency, we just simply have to add volume. Now, volume in the form of contracts on the system, not about more trades, and that'll get you to your goal. Okay? I'm Max. See you in a few. Hey, everybody, I'm back, and we are going to be watching. Oh, look at this. Oh, my Lord. I'm a little flabbergasted because I'm watching this unfold before your eyes right now. The Audi USD got picked up. It is sitting on a powder keg here because it has 100% success over the last 100 trades. And so I'm sitting here in wonder at the moment that this got picked up, with 1 minute and 10 seconds left. This is incredible. I am 100% astounded, I should say. 48 seconds. I'm not even saying anything. I got no words. I can't even watch. I mean, I have to sit here and watch this. I wasn't prepared for that. I clicked the record button to watch this. 75, 59, 53, 79, 3, 4, 5, 6. If it can hold 20 seconds. 7, 8, 9. Oh man. Wow. I'm blown away. I probably shouldn't have been watching this thing at all. This is incredible. 4 seconds left. 2 seconds left. Done. Oh my God. I wasn't prepared for that. This usually happens. You know, you get bought up in the last seconds of a trade, and even though that it's a demo, my heart's rate. I feel like I'm. And look at it, it's right above it. Just like springing, holding on. I'm like completely blown away that got bought. That it's the last couple moments, the last 2 minutes of the system there. I got to see what time. Yeah, it traded it 3 minutes before the top of the hour, or before the expiry picked up. And it was the Audi USD. And it was, like I said, 100% on the last 100 trades, and that still isn't broken. I'm kind of shaking at the moment. I wasn't prepared for that. I hit the record button and came in, and that trade was there. Wasn't sure. It was out of the money. As you seen, it was out of the money for like milliseconds, and then just at the last couple of seconds, we drop back down again. Yeah, I'm shaking. Okay, well, that's enough of that. As you see, this was the NFP. Anything can happen on the NFP. It's a great day. Love this day. And basically, love the dailies. Love the dailies through the roof. Can't say enough about them because they are amazing. Okay, so that's that. I'm Max Farrell. This is Dex. I look forward to seeing you inside. And as always, trade well. I just wanted to quickly show you here at the end the history transactions of the NFP today. This is the NFP right here, 6-1. And you can see that I got in for $70 on the Euro JPY. Okay, got in. Here's the win, $100, right? So that's $30 profit, $28 actual profit margin. And then, and you see, I got in, you know, this is the Audi JPY. I got it at 10:15, right? Signal came out at like 9:15. I know, right? I put the working order down. So about an hour later, it filled. About 10 minutes after this, it went OTM. We could have bought a whole bunch of, if I was sitting in front of the computer and watching, could have bought a whole bunch, right? Then I go away and come back, and I always come back about 3 or 4 minutes before the top of the hour so I can show the trades winning when I'm doing videos. And came back, and the Audi had gotten filled 2.5 minutes. 2 minutes, 20 seconds away from expiry, the Audi USD picks up. Now, was I nervous? Yeah, but was I worried? No, because I trusted the numbers. Why? Because honestly, the Audi USD has a 100% success rate and has had this now for some time. If we shoot down here and we hit the Audi USD, we could see that for the last, okay, so for this month so far, since it's a brand new month for 2 trades, it's been sitting at 100%. But last month, if I could show you the digs there for the last month here, and I'll do this, I'll clear the sorting, I'll do isolation, Audi, it doesn't matter for both sides, and I'll show the last 100 trades here. Okay, win, 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 win. Okay, so pretty powerful. It's still sitting at 100%, but for the year so far, 97.4. Very, very, you know, even if lifetime value 96, I'm okay with that. So I'm happy with that result. Out to $56 today for one contract apiece. This is easily enough. You know, with the OTMs, it could have been quadruple that amount. Okay, if I would have got the OTMs, if I would have been paying attention. But this was all about testing the NFP with the signals and what to do. I'm ecstatic over the results here, and I hope you are too. And I look forward to seeing you side. I'm Max. This is Dex. Have a good day, and as always, trade well.